Inferno is the third in this line of Da Vinci Code movies, directed once again by Ron Howard, starring Tom Hanks and Felicity Jones and Irfan Khan. It revolves around Tom Hanks, who plays Professor Robert Langdon, has to once again uncover a conspiracy, a virus, a plague that's supposed to destroy pretty much everybody. To find the clues, he has to track down the puzzles, and it all revolves around Dante's Inferno. Come on, you guys have played that video game before, Dante's Inferno, and if you haven't, really? Sitting through this movie was kind of like sitting through the 7th level of hell. Please no more. I'm begging you. Alright, there were a couple of things I liked about this movie, mostly involving Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was pretty cool in this movie. He's a great actor. He gives a solid performance in this movie, as he usually does. His character goes through a lot of mental problems and stuff in this film. His memory's messed up, and he sees a lot of visions and flashes and dreams of shit. Most of that shit doesn't even really make any sense, but I'll get to that later. Either way, Tom Hanks is good in the movie. That's all you really need to know. Felicity Jones, she gives a solid performance. I liked her in the movie overall from a performance standpoint. There's a twist involving her character later on in the movie that I will not spoil, but for some people, they'll enjoy it and they'll think it's a big twist and they'll be like, oh, I did not see that coming. For people like me, you'll just be sitting there so bored that you won't give a shit either way. Irfan Khan was the best part about this movie, even more so than Tom Hanks. He has the funniest moments in the movie. He also has the most badass moments in the movie. Is a member of some organization that's also somehow involved in this big mystery, conspiracy, thriller thing involving this plague that's supposed to destroy the world. We could always use more Irfan Khan in our lives, and we have Irfan Khan in our lives in this movie, so he's like the Indian version of Denzel. Towards the finale of the movie, there is a sequence where they're racing against time trying to stop this virus at the end of the movie, and I won't lie, the last little sequence in there was kind of intense. It was kind of entertaining. I was kind of sitting in my seat like, it's not bad. I can watch this for sure. Having said that, I feel like the rest of this movie can do what the title says and just burn in hell, please. No beating around the bush, I'm just gonna cut right through the red tape. This movie's fucking boring. And not boring in the sense that, oh, well, there's a lot of talking or there's a lot of going from random European places. With Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons, we already got that already. I mean boring in the sense that this movie is such a convoluted mess that it just doesn't know which part of its mess it wants to latch onto. Large amounts of information are just randomly thrown at the audience throughout the entire movie in the format of like a history lesson from your 5th grade social studies teacher. And you're just expected to follow everything that's going on. There's like this going on, that going on, this person, that person, here, there, everywhere, all around the world. And at some point in the movie, it's hard to keep up with the shit. This is exactly how they present the information in this movie. Oh, okay, so Dante's Inferno, if you follow this on this painting, there's an eye that leads to a cupboard in Wonderland. If you follow the cupboard in Wonderland, you'll be able to see algorithms and point references, Pythagorean theorems that will add up to an equation that equals the virus and how we have to stop that. Now, if you would consider all of that, look under the mattress and you find a key that leads to the secret dungeon that leads to another painting on a wall that we have to decipher. What direction are the Kardashians facing after all of that? Northwest? Its story just steps over itself. Plot holes aplenty. You could fit an Escalade, a 2x4, Air Force One, and the body of Precious into all of these plot holes perfectly. It just gets really ridiculous at a point. And not fun ridiculous, just kind of silly, stupid, retarded, that clearly doesn't make sense ridiculous. Like someone stealing a mask from a museum and somehow no alarms going off. So somehow the people who are in the museum don't find out the mask is missing until they're looking at security footage from a few days ago. Once again, like I said, there is a twist in the end revolving Felicity Jones's character, and what I will say is this. If you're not like me and you didn't see this twist coming from 1,000 miles away, you might be reasonably entertained by it. It's not really the fact that I saw it from 1,000 miles away, it's the fact that the movie was so boring and confusing and jumbled and convoluted leading up to that, and I just really didn't give a shit at that point one way or the other. It had no impact. It had no impact with me. This movie is boring, it's convoluted, it doesn't make any sense, plot holes aplenty. Every twist you can almost see coming, and even if you didn't see it coming, you're not going to be able to follow this shit anyways. I'm not going to give it my worst rating because I feel like I've been giving that to a lot of films lately, and this isn't as bad as those films. I've seen far worse than this movie. I will say that this movie gets the kryptonite rating. It's a bad movie, just above awful. Check that out. It comes out this weekend. Or no, don't check it out. What am I saying? Comment, like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. And as always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.